I'm John, the CEO. Here's today's hot business topic. So you ready to leave the racist plantation of corporate America to start your own passion business? I get it. Microaggressions and flat-out racist behavior happens in too many workplaces. That's unacceptable. After a while, you get so frustrated and drained that you want to just bounce up out of there. Indeed, across various media, we hear business brothers and sisters encourage the rest of us to stop working for the man, them folks, and start our own business. But let me tell you a little cautionary tale before you do that. I actually met a younger, attractive single mom years and years ago, maybe a year or two after my divorce, where we came across each other at some social function and explored possibly dating, right? But she was in a terrible financial bind. Like many of you, she got tired of the politics at work as it stressed her out. I don't think it was racism that I can remember, but it was bad nonetheless. Her child was like under 5 years old, something like that. Her friends and family encouraged her to save up some money, quit, and start her own business. Now, she hesitated for some time, but after something at work was the last straw, she took that leap of faith and started her own business. I think it was either beauty or fashion related, something like that, I forget. And some of you know how I feel about those doggone passion fields. But she seemed pretty intelligent, pretty smart as she was telling me her story. She used most of her savings, which included part of her rent. And I think you know the rest. She and her child were homeless. Where were those friends and family who encouraged her to take that senseless risk? She was in tears thinking about the fact that her child had no roof over her head or food to eat. Now, set aside your emotions for a second. Are you sure you're equipped with enough savings, with enough business acumen, and enough extra hours in the day to launch and sustain a business for at least 3 years? If you take your current income and multiply it by 3, can you realistically make that amount of money with your new business? If so, how? Ask yourself how. What unique product or service can you offer the public that makes these strangers want to break bread with you? Who's your target demographic? What's their net income and disposable income? Do any government regulations apply to what you offer? Do you know the difference between a sole proprietorship, an LLC, an S corporation, and C corporation? If you have a family that depends on your income, can you look yourself in the mirror and say, I accept the risk of my family possibly starving and going homeless if things don't work out? Remember, your life and your babies depend on you being honest about this. I hope you get my point. I know brothers and sisters who convince you to start your own business mean well. But if I were to tell you to quit your racist job and become a rapper, would you do it? I thought so. Starting your own business out of emotion because the workplace is racist is the same or worse than trying to become a rapper. Almost all small businesses fail in the first year. Almost 90% of those that barely survive the first year fail in the second year, year 2. Years 3 through 5 are the make or break years. If you make it to year 5, you might be good. You will have people in your ear who may tell you how they are making boss moves with their new LLC. Woo. Making something like $75,000 a year or so, maybe even more. But do they know how much their operating expenses are? Do they even know the difference between operating income, net income, and gross revenues? Most of these so-called quote-unquote boss business people don't properly track their expenses. So when they brag to you and gaslight you into starting your own business, you will be using bad faith testimony to throw away your savings on a dream without a plan. Say that again. A dream without a plan. I've been doing business for over 30 years. I started my own S corporation right here in Texas in 1996, a few years after having been a sole proprietor. I'm a business process and digital technology consultant. I advise top executives of major corporations, so I know business very well. I say all that to advise you to be realistic about your chances. Everyone feels special, like they can do anything they want to do. But not everyone is cut out for business, no matter how passionate they are about the business idea. The question to ask yourself is, if what you're experiencing at work is truly racism, or is it just someone with a bad attitude for whatever reason? Are there adjustments you can make at work, such as moving to another group or reaching out to HR for solutions? Do you have the right skills to get a job at another company? It's important to try these options first because the economy right now is going through shaky times. And if you watch my videos, I always say business is war. The workplace is going through a transformation from the industrial era to the digital era. AI solutions like ChatGPT are rapidly taking over, so if you're not equipped with those kind of skills, you may have to stay where you're at until you have enough money to get some training in digital skills. And it ain't gotta take long. If you work for Walmart or Amazon, for example, let's say, both companies usually offer skills training benefits so that you can earn a certificate in supply chain technology or something like that, among other things, right? STEM careers, STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, medicine, whatever you want to call it, M, is where it's at right now. And the kind of STEM you get into better be tied to AI or machine learning. By moving to a STEM career, you can make more money to save towards starting a STEM business. Notice I said STEM business. The digital revolution means if you want to take a chance at starting your own business, STEM is the best shot you've got. I plan to start up a live streaming series opening up my platform to give free advice, my 30 years, if you're frustrated in your job and are thinking of starting your own business. Another emotional topic that leaves our community at a disadvantage is the decision to kick kids out when they turn 18 without an education or career plan. This is a terrible approach that many of us still think is effective. In actuality, it's one of the main causes of our people ending up choosing the lowest paying jobs. And then we can turn around and blame racism and sexism for being underpaid. Let me know if you like this idea or not so I can plan the live stream series. Until the next video, take care, business warriors.